Well, hello and welcome to Ask the Doctor. My name is Jerry McGee and I'll be the host for today's show. We're here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Wellness Associates with Dr. Eugene Goldberg. Dr. Goldberg, thank you very much for your time. Doc, on today's show, we want to talk about something that people are reading a lot and seeing a lot about, different responses to it, but it's talking about these detoxification programs. So, but before we get into that, I wanted to read a quote I found here from V.E. Irons, and it says there is only one disease, and that disease is auto-intoxication, the body poisoning itself.
Wow, that's pretty graphic.
So when we talk about this detox, I think I really want to spend some time today to get our viewers to understand the importance of it and really what it's doing to their body. So what can you tell us about the whole detox process?
My understanding, if you take any given person in America, supposedly every person has at least 3,000 chemicals in their body at any given time. Okay. Supposedly people are exposed to xenoestrogens, okay, which act as if estrogens are in your body. Especially if you're a man, you don't want xenoestrogens in your body. Your body doesn't know the difference between xenoestrogen and estrogen. Okay, the herbicides and pesticides, toxins. Okay, we can talk about in a website you can go to talks about the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15. There are certain foods that you eat, poisons and toxins in the food, the air, the water. This gets into the body. Okay. So therefore, this has to be released. I mean, it's almost imperative that you do a detox. I would say if the average person, call the office, we can talk about a detox. We have certain products that we put people on. I've been doing this for years, and you should do this probably 4 times a year. As the seasons change, you detoxify the body. That's how important this is. According to V.E. Irons, that's where you want to start.
And I also saw a thing that came from the Journal of American Medical Association, and they have acknowledged that the proliferation of drugs and chemicals used in food, agriculture, and industry is so widespread that it is contributing to an alarmingly increasing number of people who are allergic to everything.
Wow.
And according to Joseph Beasley, MD, most emerging research and physicians' reports are linking a wide variety of syndromes and symptom-like allergies, rashes, GI disorders, fatigue, migraines, vague but persistent complaints, and a number of mental and behavioral disorders to a range of environmental triggers, with increasing evidence that the responses of susceptible patients are neither neat or predictable. So I think people are starting to realize and read about how, and a lot of times when we buy this produce that you talked about, we don't understand that the constant and the little bits that go into our body every day
Accumulates.
Over time make a major difference. So maybe that, not washing that fruit or vegetable today might not seem like a big thing to you, but doing that repeatedly has a major impact on your health.
There's a website you can go to, and it's going to be on our blog, but basically it talks about certain foods like apples and peaches, and they almost have to be organic, because if they're not, you're getting a tremendous hit. You're getting an insult to the body of herbicides and pesticides. And there's other foods, a Clean 15, you go to the website, foodnews.org, and it tells you there's certain foods you can eat, you can get away with it, it's not imperative, but certain things like apples, celery, strawberries, it's almost imperative that you get it organic, because if you don't, this is stored in the body, and then it just adds to the detox that you have to go through. So
I found this to be interesting because so many times because people understand it, and I understand with you that with the economy being tight like it is today, people are always saying, well, all this organic food is so much more expensive to me. And what I found interesting here was that they're not saying that everything needs to be organic. Right. Which I think anytime you're dealing with a problem like this, there's 2 sides to the story, and then there's the middle.
Right.
We
like to go to the middle.
Right. You don't have to be on either extreme, and I think really that's what this does. And it's telling you, okay, here's some products that you definitely want to be careful of, like you said, the apples, celery, strawberries, peaches, spinach, nectarine, and we'll put this link on this blog underneath the video here. But then, there's a lot of things over here that are low in pesticides and don't need to necessarily be purchased from an organic standpoint. So, it gives you those options. And I think we all need to understand, how nutrition impacts us, how this can play a role. So now, maybe you could say, well, hey, okay, apples I'm going to pick up, I understand they should be organic. Okay. We're going to get that. Onions don't need to be. So it doesn't have to be all or none. There's always a middle of the road to everything. And I think really I found that to be very interesting. And I actually put more faith and weight when things are done like this, where it's not like totally to one extreme, but it's like, hey, there's a middle of the road here. And I think for the average consumer, that's a great place to be.
It's doable. It's doable.
Right, and that's, so when we're talking, taking a look at detox, I think it is important to understand that you should do it, like Doc said, maybe once a quarter, with the change of the seasons. But, now there's a lot of things out there, Doc, also that are saying, oh, these detox programs, they're no good for you, they're a waste of money. What would you say, now from my standpoint, anytime you have something that you should do, such as a detox program, you're always going to have companies that are trying to purely make money from it. Okay? Right. Then you're going to have companies that are trying to do things for the right reason and do it the right way. So, well, how would you, if I said to you, well, I heard that you don't need to do a detox program, what would you say to me?
I'd say get yourself a juicer, start juicing fruits, vegetables. This alkalizes your body, this cleanses your body, helps your liver. We use nanogreens, which is 10 fruits and vegetables, nanosize, which is 1,000 times smaller than normal. We do different products. We use PR Labs now. They have certain products, Laxogen, cleanse blends. There's certain products you can take, cleans out the colon, the lymphatic system. Get yourself a rebounder for $50 at the sporting goods store and jump up and down. Basically what this is doing, Jerry, this is lymphosizing your body. This is moving the lymphatics. See, the lymphatics is the garbage man of the body. It only moves when you move. So you get on a trampoline for 10, 15 minutes, you're moving the lymphatic system. Across the street here we have far infrared sauna. You can do that. So if you're juicing and you're doing a trampoline, or you're doing nutrition, cleanse blend, cleaning out your colon, juicing, using nanogreens, getting on a sauna, you're going to be healthy.
Mm-hmm. And I think this is something that a lot of people just need to start getting that education on it. Okay? And one of the things, again, we're going to talk about here today is Dr. Goldberg offers a free new patient evaluation. So if you're thinking about this and have questions on this, they can come down, talk with you, kind of, see what you're all about and what's available here. I mean, you can't lose with that situation. And, today is as good a day as any to get started. It's never too late to start, and today could be that day. So, I know, Oprah always has the aha moments.
Yeah.
We're hoping that, when people watch these videos, it's that aha moment for them.
I'd like to comment on Irons. He's saying there's only one disease, and maybe he's right. There is one disease. It's malfunctioning cells, and there's two causes. It's lack of essential nutrients. That every day your body needs 90 nutrients, 77 minerals, 16 vitamins, 3 essential fatty acids. And also, if you have poisons and toxins in the food, the air, the water, that get into your cells, and the cells can't get rid of it, your health is fought and won at the cellular level. So if your cells are sick and they need detox and you're not doing it, don't expect help. Don't expect some drug or prescription to actually cure you, because you need to get rid of the toxins first, because that's the cause of why you're sick.
And I know on your website you've got the quote that says that the best cure for any disease is to just get healthy.
That's true.
And it really, it's as simple as that.
See, I'm healthy, Jerry. So you call me 5:30 today after your golf game. You ask me how I'm doing. You know what I'm going to say, Jerry? I'm super fantastic because I'm healthy. So when you're healthy, you can't get sick.
Yeah, I think we've all seen the zombies walking around. I mean, you can tell. They're just every day. It's the same thing, and so this is a better way. It's a system that can have a major impact on your health. It's one of those key ingredients. And our health is all about putting a puzzle together, and you have to have it all together to really live that long and healthy life. So that's one of the things that they stress down here at Wellness Associates, an overall approach to taking care of your health. And we just encourage you to pick up the phone and schedule an appointment. Come down, meet the staff, meet Dr. Goldberg, see what this is all about, and just see if this is something that can't make that major impact in your life. I think you're 100% going to see that this can have a major impact on you. And if you'll start with just those simple steps and starting off on a gradual basis, just a little bit more every day, you'll be amazed at where you can be not too far down the road and living that long and healthy life. So we hope you found this to be educational and informative. We love bringing it to you. We love to help you better understand how to take control of your health and well-being, and we hope that you continue to check back, watch for some of our future shows. We've got some great shows coming up and a lot of great things on the website. Be sure to visit AskDrGoldberg.com and check out some of our other blogs and different things and resources that are available there. But ultimately, pick up the phone and come on down and meet Dr. Goldberg personally. I think that's going to have the biggest impact on you, and see what he can do. So thank you very much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you on future episodes.